Qantas will keep flying daily direct flights between Darwin and London until at least June 2022, as Western Australia's continuing border restrictions hamper flight schedules. Traditionally, the Australia to London flight, colloquially known as the Kangaroo Route, would operate out of Perth, but was rerouted to Darwin when international travel recommenced, but Western Australia's domestic border remained closed. The Perth to London service was due to restart in April this year, but Qantas said it is waiting for the West Australian government to confirm a reopening date for the state. Qantas currently operates daily flights from both Melbourne and Sydney to London via Darwin on its 787 Dreamliner. Qantas. As a result, the airline will keep flying daily double direct flights between the Northern Territory and London until at least June 2022. Passengers flying from Sydney to London will also stop via Darwin instead of the traditional stopover in Singapore. Qantas Group CEO Alan Joyce praised the Northern Territory government for its cooperation and noticeably omitted any commentary about WA's domestic politics. Qantas CEO Alan Joyce praised the NT government for working with the airline. Supplied. The work of the Chief Minister and his team, and the cooperation of Darwin Airport, have made running and now extending this service possible. Because of their help, flying between Australia and London has been a lot easier than it might have been otherwise, said Mr. Joyce. This extension through to at least mid-June means the top end has several months to properly leverage the opening up of Australia's borders to all tourists. It's a great opportunity to encourage thousands of visitors to stop off in Darwin to see what the NT has to offer. Read more. Domestic violence shelter details leaked in NSW breach. Qantas's pop-up lounge at Darwin International Airport. Qantas told 9news.com.au that passengers in Western Australia who booked on the service to London during the affected dates will be offered alternatives, including the ability to connect to the direct flight in Darwin. Western Australia was due to open its domestic borders on February 5th, but the state government postponed this date in late January due to concerns of COVID-19 transmission, allowing hundreds or thousands of Omicron-infected people to fly straight into Perth from February 5th, with no testing, no quarantine, and no public health measures, would cause a flood of COVID across our state, Premier Mark McGowan said at the press conference detailing the delay of the state's reopening. It would cause a surge in cases, a surge in hospitalizations, and result in thousands of people not being able to work or go to school. Sneaky snake interrupts daily chores view gallery.